You guys, we made it. It is March and I finally get to unbox my first luxury handbag of the year. Hi guys, welcome back if you're new here. My name is Melissa and I love handbags, so much so that in 2024 I decided that I really needed to tone it down and scale it back a bit. So I am only allowing myself to buy 3 bags of the entire year. I know it is torture, but it's definitely needed. As you can see behind me, I have lots of beautiful handbags in my collection and I don't need any more. But today's video is extra exciting because I get to share with you what bag I chose for my first bag of the year. Before I jump into the unboxing, I do want to quickly unbox these little beautiful jewelry pieces that were kindly sent to me by Msblue. Let's take a moment to appreciate the packaging. This bag is absolutely stunning and it has embossed M's all over the bag for Msblue. It says New York down here at the bottom, and this is fine jewelry. I don't know about you guys, but I am the type of person that likes no fuss jewelry. So my jewelry pieces are pieces that stay on my body for months and months at a time before I change them out. And usually I'll change them out to a different piece of fine jewelry. That way it can stay on my body for the next several months. And that is exciting because Msblue has fine jewelry. First of all, you're going to get a little travel case, which I really appreciate. You will get this little envelope here for a receipt. These were sent to me, so I don't have a receipt, and I have 2 pieces to share with you. So I'm just going to go in here blind. I'm not sure what piece this is, but the box is absolutely stunning. You will get a beautiful blue box. I know what this is now. So as you guys can see in there, there is another white box. This is a matte texture to it. It feels very luxurious, very soft. Wait until you guys see what is inside of here. It is so beautiful. I got a beautiful, stunning engagement ring. I'm gonna go ahead and do some close-ups for you guys so that you can see what this ring looks like out in natural daylight. I believe that this ring is called the Marquise with a hidden halo. I will pop up the name on the screen if I am incorrect, and I will have these items linked down below for you guys. I chose this specific ring because I thought it was absolutely stunning. I think it looks vintage and it also looks a lot like my original wedding ring. So I decided to go ahead and go with this one. I have gained some weight over the last 2 years, and when my hands swell, my original ring is a little bit too tight for me. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to get one that's a little bit bigger, and that way I don't have to resize my original ring. So you guys are going to see me wearing this ring from now on in most of my YouTube videos. Now let's go ahead and dive into the next box. It has the same box on the outside, but the inside actually has a different box. So it has another little blue box on the inside. Now this item is not a ring. I wanted to try out several different items from their collection, so I opted for this instead, and I got these beautiful earrings. They are called the sunflower earrings because they do look like little sunflowers. I think they are absolutely stunning. One of the things I really love about Msblue is that you actually get to choose what type of metal you use for your items. So you can go with silver, you can go with white gold, or you can go with yellow gold. So I opted for the moissanite with the white gold, and my ring is moissanite with white gold as well. That is just my preferred metal type, and I'm really excited. Now these are a little bit too fancy for me to wear on my everyday basis, but I will definitely be rocking these on date nights because they're just that little bit of added extra sparkle that I really enjoy on date nights. Msblue was kind enough to give you guys a discount code if you are interested in any pieces. They have engagement rings, they have wedding bands, they have wedding bands for men, they have tennis bracelets, they have earrings, and I believe that they even have necklaces as well. And most of their items are going to be moissanite, but they have a couple of other stone choices to go with as well. The discount code is going to be Melissa15 with a capital M to get you 15% off. Now let's see what I ended up picking up for my very first luxury bag of the year. This is one of 3. So after this bag, I only get 2 more bags. The reason why I am saying that so directly is because if I'm only buying 3 bags, you better believe they better be perfect. And let me tell you, I already took a sneak peek and this bag is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out the dust bag. I did, for the sake of time, open the bag already, and I will share a picture of how it came packaged up because it was beautifully packaged, you guys. It was packaged to the nines, much better than any other luxury bag that I have ever received before. And I got this Mulberry bag from the Mulberry standalone store in New York, I believe. So it was packaged perfectly. The dust bag feels really, really nice, and the inside of the dust bag is very, very soft. So I was really impressed by that. But wait until you guys see what bag I ended up getting. The bag that I picked for my very first bag of 2024 is the perfect shade of pink, and it is the Mulberry Mini Alexa. Let's take a second to admire how stunning this bag is, and then I'll go ahead and go over all of the details with you guys. Okay, so if you are not familiar with the Mulberry Mini Alexa, it has this beautiful braided top handle, which feels very comfortable in the hands. It's got these 2 magnetic closures here that are adjustable, which I'm not really sure why they would be adjustable. It doesn't really do anything for the bag. It has this beautiful turn lock right here, which feels really, really fancy. It's got the Mulberry plaque right here, which I think is stunning. It says Mulberry down here. It's got the little tree here. All of the hardware says Mulberry on it. So this says Mulberry, this says Mulberry. The little grommets on the top says Mulberry, which I think is really, really a nice touch. The little guys here have little mulberry trees on it, which I think are stunning. If you turn the bag and look at the side, you're going to see that it has this little band here. That's actually functional. So you can actually open this up and it will open the bag, but it is going to change the shape of the bag. And I really, really like the shape as it is. So I don't foresee myself ever opening that up. If I need a larger bag, I will just use one of my other larger bags. As far as the bottom goes, unfortunately, it doesn't have any feet. For me, that's not a huge con because most of my bags don't have any feet, but it would have been nice if it had a little something down there to keep it clean. Another thing that I feel like would make this bag even better is if it would have had a nice large back pocket for your phone. There's plenty of space for that, so I think that's definitely a con for this bag. But I'm sure I will have plenty of more pros and cons to share with you guys as I start using it. As far as the interior goes, you have to unbuckle these and then you have to twist the turn lock to get it open. I've heard many, many people talk about that, saying it's fussy to get in and out of, and that's definitely a con for a lot of people, so much so that a lot of people have sold their bags. But if I'm being honest, I have a couple of bags that are pretty fussy to get into, so I don't think that's going to be a huge problem for me. But who knows, I'll have to come back later and let you guys know how I feel about those. As far as the interior of the bag, it's just the back lining of the suede. So there is not an additional lining inside of this bag, and that really worries me a little bit. I don't want it to get dirty or marked up inside of there. It does have one slip compartment, but that's it. You don't have any zipper compartments inside of the bag. You also get an adjustable, removable strap with this bag, which I think is great. I cannot stand when a bag does not have an adjustable strap. Now, I will say that I did already notice a con with this bag, and I know I sound like I am being harsh, but I just want to share with you guys all of the details. And that is the fact that the strap doesn't have a little slip tie right here. When I was doing the mod shots for you guys, I discovered that. So I went ahead and put 2 little rubber bands on here because I do not like when the strap curls up. It does have about 7 holes, so it does have a pretty wide range of adjustments. The hardware feels very, very nice. It is gold plated. It looks absolutely stunning. And it does say Mulberry on the hardware as well. In order to hook the strap on the bag, unfortunately for me, the D-rings are on the inside. Now this isn't technically the inside, it's just the way it's folded in on itself to give that look, but it's technically the outside of the bag. But because it's on the part that pushes in, it really kind of rubs up on this portion of the bag right here, which worries me in the long haul that maybe it will cause some wear and tear. Because I have watched several reviews on this bag and I have learned lots and lots, everything I possibly could, I knew that I was going to need an organizer on this bag. Several people were complaining about the fact that this bag is very slouchy and it kind of slouches in on itself. So it makes it hard to close it because it just kind of folds in on itself. I actually have the same issue with my crochet, so I knew that wouldn't be a problem for me. But one thing that people had recommended is that if you were to get an organizer, it would make it easier to close. So I went ahead and I bought a Zoomoni organizer. I do not have a discount code, but I did use my friend Candy's discount code. I had no idea how expensive these things were and how expensive shipping was. I could not believe that. I ended up going for the thinner felt because I didn't want it to take up too much space in the bag, and this fits like a dream. Let me put it inside and share it with you guys. Okay, I went ahead and put the organizer inside. As you can see, it fits absolutely perfectly. It doesn't have any gapping at all, and I just think it's absolutely perfect. I love how tall it goes up. It doesn't go all the way up to the brim here, but it goes up tall enough that I'm not concerned about any of the interior getting dirty. I think it's a beautiful color. There are lots of different colors, and then it makes it so that it is a little bit easier to close the bag. I am well aware that I pointed out a couple of cons or things that could be cons with the bag, and I haven't even used it yet. But you guys, with this being my first bag of 2023, I really wanted to do my research, and all of the cons that other people had discussed that I shared with you are cons that I can live with. They are perfectly fine for me. I don't see them being any type of issue. The one thing that I was concerned about was the clasp, which I put an organizer inside, which kind of takes away that con. So I'm really happy with my choice. I think it's a great bag. I paid a whopping $1,250 on this, and there was no tax and there was no shipping fee. So I'm not quite sure why there wasn't tax, but there wasn't tax. So $1,250 for an all leather bag in this stunning condition, I think is a great price point. I had a really hard time finding videos on this bag, so I am going to make it a priority to make several videos on this bag for all of the people that are out there looking for Mulberry Mini Alexa reviews. So stay tuned, because very soon I am going to do a styling video and a what fits video. So a dedicated video to what fits inside of this bag, and then I'm going to share with you guys some styling, because I know quite a few of you guys really appreciate that, especially on a mid-size body. And not only that, in a few months time, I will definitely do my first impressions on this bag and share with you guys what my thoughts are. A couple of people have told me that they have thought about purchasing Mulberry before, but because of the price point and because there isn't a lot of knowledge on Mulberry, they were concerned with wear and tear. So I'm really excited to see how this bag wears for me. I'm excited to do my what fits inside of this bag video, and I'm really excited to see or to do my first impressions on this bag. I'm going to have a couple YouTubers linked down below where I actually found videos on this bag, because if you are struggling to find a video on it like I was, it could be quite frustrating. One person I do want to give a shout out to is always Sophie. She does really great what's inside of her bag videos, and she has lots of Mulberry. And the second person is Petite Ellie. She has this bag as well. I don't believe she has a full review on it, but she does have a video on Mulberry bags, I believe. So I will link her video down below as well. Let me know in the comments below, were you guys expecting the Mulberry Mini Alexa in the beautiful blush pink to be my first bag of 2024?